When it comes to professional wrestling, Triple H is up there with the best of them. Among Hunter the Game's numerous distinguished accomplishments are 14 reigns as world champion, 2 triumphs in the Royal Rumble, and the King of the Ring crown. Additionally, under the current TKO leadership, he is the driving force and visionary behind WWE. Even Triple H has been involved in contentious situations. He had previously acknowledged his involvement in the Montreal SC **** job, a notorious incident in professional wrestling when Shawn Michaels controversially defeated Bret Hart for the WWE Championship. Although many viewers of the Netflix documentary were outraged by Hunter's confession, Gerald Briscoe was effusive in his appreciation of WWE's chief content officer. When asked about the real-life Paul Levesque's role in safeguarding him after the SC **** jobs, the WWE Hall of Famer spoke highly of him on a recent episode of What Were They Thinking? On Backstage Pass. Hall of Famer JBL of WWE also chimed in on Triple H's image as the team's tough guy, bringing up the much-publicized incident during a WWE tour abroad in which Hunter rescued Stone Cold Steve Austin from an assailant fan. In 1998, when WWE was touring Berlin, Germany, a fan attacked an employee. In front of a raucous audience, Austin stunned Hunter to win the match in the live event. Unfortunately, a fan attacked Austin before he could exit the ring. As soon as Hunter saw that Austin needed help, he hurried over to defend his friend and suplexed the hostile fan. In the midst of it all, WWE employee Mike Chioda got involved, taking the fan from the ring after repeatedly beating him with his boots. The footage reached X/Twitter last year. After tagging Triple H in the post, Austin expressed his gratitude for Triple H's role in protecting him from the irate fan in the past. Behind the scenes, Triple H is just as well known as a leader and coach as he is as a legendary superstar in WWE. He has been known for his professionalism, assistance, and unfaltering commitment to the wrestling industry, as many athletes have attested. An interesting event involving Triple H occurred backstage not long ago, and a WWE Hall of Famer just explained it, giving fans a look at the teamwork and difficulties that happen behind the scenes. Not only does this narrative emphasize Triple H's protective position, but it also serves as a reminder of the distinct dynamics present in the intense world of professional wrestling. We will reveal the name of the Hall of Famer later on, but they recently spoke about a scary occasion from their early days working backstage at WWE during an interview with a prominent wrestling podcast. An argument with another superstar had gone beyond minor disagreements over artistic matters and was about to explode into something far bigger. The Hall of Famer grudgingly acknowledged, "I was young, hungry, and probably a little too cocky for my own good," before laughing it off. "To be honest, I didn't know what to expect, but Triple H. Miles away, he could see it approaching. I didn't even know I needed someone to keep an eye on me until he did." An eclectic mix of characters, aspirations, and egos characterizes the WWE locker room. Even though wrestlers have an indescribable bond, tensions may rise when plot points mix fact and fantasy. At the time this happened, Triple H was already a famous superstar, but he was also working to establish himself as a legendary backstage manager. It was the early 2000s. During his breakthrough performance, the future Hall of Famer, then a promising young artist, was catapulted into the limelight. But not everyone was pleased by their sudden ascent to stardom. One experienced wrestler in particular felt threatened by their place on the event. "There was a lot of heat," the Hall of Famer chuckled. "I thought it was just part of the business guys ribbing each other, testing the new kid, but it got real fast." An explosive live event brought the tension to a boiling point. The seasoned wrestler went up to the Hall of Famer behind the scenes and accused them of being rude and not earning their spot. Additional wrestlers and crew members were involved as the conflict intensified. "I was standing my ground, but looking back, I was way out of my depth, the Hall of Famer said. I was no match for this man's size, strength, and years of expertise. I was at a loss as to how to calm things down. At that point, Triple H intervened. Triple H, who had been standing by, stepped in as the debate seemed to be escalating into a physical altercation. He didn't try to intimidate anyone or yell at them, the Hall of Famer stated. He casually approached me, rested his hand on my shoulder, and offered, "Let's chat." Everything became tranquil as soon as he did it, as if he had flicked a switch. Triple H's status as a revered leader was important in calming things down. Because he was obviously afraid of Triple H's reputation, the experienced wrestler backed down. After that, Triple H took the Hall of Famer away for an intimate chat. The Hall of Famer claims that their career took a dramatic turn after the meeting with Triple H. He was very forthright. They said, "Listen, you're talented, but you're unknowingly stomping on people's toes," he informed me. "You need to find your way around this industry, not force your way through it." It was the kind of love I needed to hear, even if it was hard. Staying authentic while honoring warriors is something Triple H also stressed. But that doesn't imply you let people walk all over you. Respect is earned, not given. His words stayed with me. Discover that sweet spot. For me, that piece of advice was important. Rather of escalating tensions with their coworkers, the Hall of Famer listened to Triple H's advice and sought to mend fences after the event. They earned a name for themselves as a very competitive fighter and an as renowned team player off the mat. This is just one of many examples of Triple H's impact as a leader behind the scenes. Beyond his on-screen presence, he plays an important role in teaching younger talent, managing disputes, and advocating for wrestlers' concerns. The future Hall of Famer spoke about how he didn't need to step in. He could have done nothing and let me drown or swim, but he chose not to. He was patient and invested in my development because he recognized promise in me. That's his leadership style. Edge, the rated R superstar, is the Hall of Famer in issue. Edge has become one of the greatest of all time in WWE because to his superb mic work and outstanding in-ring abilities. But he faced adversity on his way to the top, and this encounter backstage shows how he benefited from mentors like Triple H. According to Edge, Triple H has consistently been considered one of the industry's brightest minds. Whether you're his friend, his rival, or just a kid trying to find your way, he's got your back if you're willing to listen. Triple H's impact, both on and off the mat, remains significant as WWE progresses. Anecdotes like these highlight his leadership skills, dispute resolution abilities, and capacity to keep the peace in a pressure cooker. Triple H's impact has grown in his new position as Chief Content Officer of WWE by reshaping WWE's creative environment with his focus on respect, narrative, and teamwork. He has ensured that the torch will be passed on to the next generation of superstars. The confrontation between Triple H and Edge backstage serves as a potent reminder of the hidden forces that mold WWE. Although spectators see the action in the ring, the real action in professional wrestling happens behind the scenes, as influential figures like Triple H help his colleagues overcome obstacles and avoid scandals. When Edge first realized she needed help, he was already keeping tabs on her. That's what makes him special, not just as a wrestler, but as a person. Tales like this will serve as evidence of Triple H's steadfast dedication to the profession and its success as fans commemorate his legacy.